Oh my god, oh my god. Hello, I'm Xen, and you definitely didn't see that. You can say that I've done some command blocking off camera, like a lot, like a ton. This place has never been this filled with command blocks before. As you can see, there's more text, and there is no need for you to do a name tag solution because you can do this. And I'm sorry, I definitely tried to help, promise, but you can do this fairly quickly. I'm going to keep that as a memory. And yes, I made a long text. I've been experimenting with scoreboards showing on these things, and this is how many times I jump. Every time I jump, the number increases, and in this one, it's just bell ringing. So I was experimenting with giving these names, like giving those scoreboard values on those names, but I didn't, and I just have this cool poke. So in this video, we'll be focusing on this, and this. This one will be later. And this one is very special. It involves sort of an AI, and as you can see, there is an AI for sure. It is some type of armor stand that's going to move. That's all I'm going to say. No spoilers. So as you can see, we have our Tonk here. Let's begin with the armor shield. Now, this is an armor shield, and obviously it does what it does. If you shoot something at it, then yeah, I'll explain those too in a bit. In the first half, we have our first place, and our command friend says, "Do it, I am watching." Wow, he's excited. He's excited for my new command revolution, at least I think. This second one is a bunker. And if you go to the bunker, it says, this command friend says, "Hello, come to my cube bunker." Thank you a lot. Now, let's just get back to our main topic of the video. So this is the main place. So of course it requires fireball thing. Yeah, it's a snowball mechanism that if you get a snowball, it activates a... it's fairly simple. It really is, because it's just basically, it executes at snowball. And I've done run particle, but you don't have to do a particle if you don't really want to. And in this one, basically it says execute at all into type equals snowball, run, and it says fireball at this, and explosion power 0, because you don't really want to blow up anything unless that's your objective. Then go at explosion power 5. And this is going to be mind-blowing to you. Ricochet mechanism. I have done a working ricocheting shield, because this is our armor shield, and we're definitely going to be firing from both of those angles to create a ricochet. Now you might be asking, how the hell did you do that? And that answer is, I'm bored. So if you go inside here, this is basically where it detects the fireball at the exact coordinates. Then it summons an arrow, like -3x and 4, motion 5, -8. Now you might be saying, oh, -3 and like 4. Wow, that must mean that it's like -3. So it's basically like right here and 4 right here. So technically, this should go right here. I don't think I have to explain what I mean. The motion of the arrow goes right here. And you might see, well, that doesn't make any sense. The arrow should go over here. For some reason, every time you fire a motion arrow at like right here, it will not work. It will get teleported like this. And it will go to the opposite side. So you have to go and hope for the best, because the thing moves from here and this is the arrow. So if it goes like right there and it keeps going here, then the arrow eventually hits like this, the fireball, and if the fireball is fast enough, then for somehow it's like this, and bang, it goes here. I have no idea how that works, but it works. Okay, this is the only thing I cannot explain. But this is the one example of how I was trying to put a fireball ricochet to here. And this is like the main thing. And this is basically 3x and 1.7z. So it's like right here. And this is where you should stand. Now, this should ricochet here. So it does that. It goes, I think it goes like this, and it goes here. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, that's the whole thing with this. So this is basically that it executes at this exact coordinates, the instance 3, and it creates particles. This one creates a sound, and this one I'm pretty sure also creates a sound. Now this one is doing the same to the opposite side, as you can see. It also creates particles, creates sound, and this last one also creates sound, but it's covered. And yes, this one is the one I was talking about, and it's completely inverted. -5, -8. It's going like this, but in super fast speeds, like literally super fast motion. This one is for the middle one, if you hit the middle of it, and it does the same. This one is a particle, this one is a sound, and this one is the sound. And this is basically it for the ricochet mechanism. Now, let's begin with the bullet. So this is where the fireballs, the small fireballs, are launched. They're launched from this gun of the tank over here, where I'm pointing at. And they're launched in different motions, so it doesn't seem like every single thing is, you know, completely copy and paste. It's just like slight on the X value, like 0.4, like that's nothing. -0.3, -0.1, that's completely nothing. Now this one creates a ricochet system that basically ricochets the shell, and this one makes the sound of the ricochet. So if you're wondering what type of sound this is, but this is the sound of the ricochet. I've also managed to do, every time the bullet hits, you can hear the sparks, and I'll show that in a bit. This one is basically every time it hits the wall, this creates the sound. Just basically tiny little bullets hitting an iron thing. And this is the same thing, but particles. This one is basically particles for the small fireballs. So basically every time a fireball moves, you're going to have like a trail following it. And this one is basically randomization. So I named those 4 armor stands bullet random. And it works that it sets air, like every single time. It's like execute at bullet random, sort random, run set block air. And then it sets air in those places. But that one, if I can find it again, this one has a limit 1. And that limit 1 means that it is basically going to switch between those really fast. And I think you can see that in the command block thing if I activate the gun. This is how they work. This is the randomization, and I think you can see the chaos behind me. And this is how it works. This is the mechanisms of this, and this one basically kills a smallie, because I wanted to make a ricochet up to the thing, because there are stairs, and logically it ricochets off the stairs up. Well, this basically creates a custom named small fireball, and because it's a small fireball, I made it smallie. Listen, it's a good name, okay? Because it's easy to catch up. And I've also done that it kills it after a while. And this is a craziness of a redstone. Like, look at this repeater just completely going. Those redstone blocks especially. It's absolutely insane. but let me now deactivate the machine. But let me show you first. The first thing I wanted to show are the bullets. Now the bullets are on the tank, and this is the gun. And this is the activating thing. So this activates, everything activates under here. So every time the lever gets activated, it sets the redstone block right to this command block, like right next to it, like right over there. And then after I turn off, I made a redstone circuit so that it sets that block to air. And yeah, you cannot do that again. Let's begin one of those. Now I know this is an absolute chaos, but you can hear the ricochets already. If you come close to this, it does sort of ricocheting. But now, this is what I've been talking about. Every time this thing hits a beacon or beacon-related blocks like iron blocks, blocks like emerald blocks, it creates this sound and this particle. Insane, isn't it? Now let me turn off the thing. Oh. My gosh, it's so loud. Now, the moment you've been all waiting for. Ricocheting fireballs. Now, if I put a snowball, this is really well known. It's basically like high pixel stuff. If you right click and press, if you like right click the snowball and punch it like really fast, then it goes exactly where you want it to. But now let's begin one of the tests. So obviously if you fire straight at it, this happens. Pretty cool, huh? But then if you aim from here to this exact purple thing, well, one of the crazy things happened. Yep. I did not scam you. Of course, I tried to make it realistic that every time you ricochet off these, like it looks like scrapes of metal, like flames. And I tried to make that little detail, and yeah, this is how it looks. Pretty sick. And this one is even cooler. Yep, you can even hear the sound. And yeah, for the last thing, we're going to fire from our Tonk. Are you ready, boy? 3, 2, 1, fire! That one down. Okay, so I think this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'm definitely going to be making a video on this monstrosity. And it also requires the mechanism of randomization, except it's a little different. So I'll see you later, and with this command thread I'm standing on, hope he doesn't mind. Peace out. Hello, IAmXen again. I just realized something. In the previous video, there was this jukebox and name tag thing. And I realized that I haven't typed in catch the invisible, bruh. It was catch the invisible, bruh. I have no idea how I made that typo, but you know what? Let's leave it in. Let's make this a meme.